So there seem to be some people. Alright, we're in a game. Woohoo! Looks like we have a pretty, very nice opening hand here. Two of each, so there's threshold requirements meant for the whole deck basically, and a good amount of resources, and also a slight amount of ramp. So that's very good, and I will be able to do some draw cards. After playing 3 resources, I'll be able to then use the necessary sacrifice here. Because yeah, I can play 3 resources, bring in a battle hopper, and yeah, that'll be very good. So this is a nice hand. I mean, the life siphon, you know, that's not something I'm going to be using early, but you know, doesn't hurt. Hello Transamp, welcome to the stream, and welcome everyone. I'm so glad to be back in the game and streaming for you all. So I've just went to basically one of my go-to decks. But yeah, I mean, they had to change my login. Like, they've got my email. They first he deleted my account and remade it, which then meant I would have lost all my decks and all that sort of stuff. That still didn't fix it, which was weird. So then he had to add just a string at the end of my email, which it's like, I don't know. And yeah, that got me in. So I guess it's like just copied my account or something. Didn't like my previous logins. It's a very weird bug. But from what he was saying, the patch tomorrow should fix, you know, pretty much all the problems for everyone. So, but yeah, so it's good. I'm back. So as you can see, Havoc/dead. There you go. So I had to add /dead to my login basically. And yeah, because I guess, you know, he killed my account, and then he's just like, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of strange. But yeah, so I'm in, at least I'm playing, so I'm happy about that. And then tomorrow, I guess I'll be able to just remake my account basically, like my login, keep name, and all that stuff. So if somebody takes my name, I'll be this thing here, a rage bird, thunderbird with rage. That'll be me. I'll be raging. Alright, so this game's off to a good start. I mean, you know, he's got that on the board. I don't have to worry about it yet. It will start to get bigger, but I do. We'll shortly have some plays. You know, let's see what we draw. A murder. That's great. There we go. I was going to say, you know, if I get a murder at some point, that'll be good, because then I can kill this threat. But you know, at this stage, you know, I can do it. I can do it basically on his turn if he brings out a something even more threatening than this. I can then, you know, I don't have to do it at this stage though, honestly. Because yeah, I mean, it will keep getting bigger and bigger. So I mean, I may just murder it this turn, on his turn. It'll depend. I'll see what he does first. But yeah, I don't want to just keep, because he will, you know, do 2 damage if I don't murder it, and then it'll be 3 and then 4, and just keep getting bigger and bigger. So I will have to do it at some point. Chlorophylla is very good. I mean, if you're doing this is basically a mono green deck with a splash of blood, just to overcome the shortcomings of mono wild, like lack of card draw and flies. Sorry, I'm losing track of what's actually happening in the game here. So he didn't do anything, which is weird. So oh, okay, no, sorry. Yeah, yeah, never mind. So it's his turn now. But yeah, Chlorophylla is awesome. It just gets you, you know, I've got 3 of them in this deck. And you know, if you get them early, then you just ramp and go nuts. And it works very nice with you know, life siphon as well. The more resources, the better for that. So let's see what he does here. If he plays out, sorry, massive yawn. Okay, so he's murdering my dudes. That's annoying. So I will, you know, I'll use it now before it dies. So I'll tap it. We'll do a double murder here. So there's a lot of murder going on. So murder being a quick action, allows me to do it on my opponent's turn. So just waiting for him to trigger, I guess. I'll try hitting spacebar as well. There we go, and then I can murder his. So we've both, I mean, luckily for me, I do still have resources, so that's fine. You know, it's not a big deal losing this guy. You know, we're both losing our starting dudes. I mean, his was a bit more expensive, but so double murder. I'll put the chat over here. Probably I'll check my stream just now to see, make sure that looks okay. It's not. I mean, I've got the chat. I haven't actually looked to see what the chat looks like on the on the stream. Let me have a look at that. So yeah, I'm just looking at the stream now. Is the sorry, I'm going blank. Is the chat there easy enough to read for you guys? If not, I can make it like the text bold or something like that. That might be better. Back to the game for now though. I can fix that up later. Right, so might as well play a blood since I'm already at 2 and 2. So now I can do what I mentioned before. Actually, I can't yet because I did lose my dude. So I can't do the necessary sacrifice yet. I might as well bring this guy, and the next turn I can do it. Actually, yeah, I think I did draw a card this turn. It was the land, I think, the resource. Yeah, first main phase. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can do. I mean, I could if I want life siphon, but it's just very pointless at this point. Just 3 damage with 3 health. That's not really worth it. And there's no threats on the board. I'm still full life. So is he. Not much point. So next turn I will necessary sacrifice. That gets me an extra 3 cards, and all I lose is this dude, which don't care about anyway. If he brings out something that I could maybe potentially need to block, which doesn't look like he's doing anything, so maybe he needs another resource. Unless of course I'm not paying attention probably again, and it's now just his turn. I have no idea. So it does look okay. So it is my turn now. So he didn't do anything. So it doesn't really matter which one I play here. So I'll just play the wild, and then we just kill our own dude. It is a basic action, so I do have to do it my turn. So pop, and then we get 3 cards for basically just killing the little hopper. So works good with that. I mean, and this also allows me to block any early aggression. I can bring him out and block if needed. Oh, that's nice. So we got plenty of resources. So yeah, next turn I'll be able to Spirit Dance, and because he still doesn't really have any aggression on the board, nothing I really need to worry about just yet. I've got a murder as well, so if he does bring out a big dude, I can just murder it, but I won't do it straight away. Like even if he brings out a big dude now, the next turn, it's just better that I get the dance happening as soon as possible, because then all my subsequent draws will be a lot bigger, a lot stronger, and cost a lot less, so that'll allow me to do more on each turn if I keep drawing troops, for example. And if I get card draw as well, like Pact of Pain or another necessary sacrifice, then I'm more likely to get more troops in the one turn and just be able to play them all out. So my opponent's still stuck on the 3, so he is searching for another resource. So this is perfect for how my draws, because all I need to do here is a Spirit Dance and that's it. So I mean, had I not drawn this here and I drew something else like another action or a Pact of Pain or what have you, and then I drew this after playing that, then it would become a 3/4 and also be free to cast as well, and it also would have Flight and Spell Sheet because of the threshold requirement is met. But yeah, because I drew it beforehand, it is not going to get that, but now all the ones in my deck, I've got others, will be a lot stronger. So I mean, yeah, I'm in a very good position here. Obviously I don't know what he's got in his hand, but obviously we do know he is needing another resource, otherwise he could obviously be doing a very reactionary deck where he just wants to murder stuff, and because I'm not giving him targets yet, he could be doing that sort of stuff, obviously. I mean, yeah, he did play, yeah, I mean, it's very likely, actually. He's got, like, extinctions and murders and all that sort of stuff. This turn will be able to tell us a lot here, because he did hit a resource. Okay, so he does have some troops, that's good. But he could be still doing, stuff to do with mill and all sorts of fancy stuff. But yeah. So he has played this guy, which, I mean, he can't be blocked, which, it's a bit of a problem, but the socket's not active yet. No sockets are active yet in the alpha, so he's not as devastating as he could be. But yeah, I don't even need to murder him yet. Honestly, I can afford to take the damage, and I'm probably going to get a big dude here, like something I can play. So there we go. We got a 3/3 flyer with flight. I'm also going to make him discard here, so that's great. So and it's only going to cost me 1 to bring this out. Thanks to I will bring this out. I mean, I can't block it anyway, but I might as well. But yeah, I don't want to play out too much, just because he does, could potentially just want to do an extinction if I play out too much of my cards. So I'll just play out this one for now. Okay, so that way he can get in 3 damage, and I can still get in 3 damage as well. I will play out this as well, because I mean it didn't get the buff from Spirit Dance, so it's not going to be a big deal if I lose it. And it cannot be murdered, so I mean you could murder this and I'll still have this. But yeah, I mean it's only a 1 damage. If I get a Wild Root Dancer or something to combo with it, that'll be great. So yeah, he's going to now discard. So let's see what he gets rid of, and that'll help us determine more what he's hoping to achieve with his deck, or what style it is. So he has, yeah, okay, so because he's got this troop and he just discarded it, that does lean more towards, extinctions or sort of, and murders, and well, more so that he's got extinction in the deck, because this is a perfect troop for that, because it doesn't, when it dies, it goes back to his hand, and it just increases in cost. So as long as he's got the resources, he can just keep replaying it over and over. And obviously that fits very well in an extinction deck, because he loses it, but then he just brings it back out after playing extinction. So yeah, sorry, you did ask me a question I just noticed. So I mean, yeah, it's quite possible that he also could be watching my stream. But yeah, so I mean that is a pretty clear indication that he's got extinction. So we don't want to play out too much. So at this point, if he attacks in for 3, I can attack in for 4, and I don't need to throw out too many things onto the board. I mean, I can let myself get low and then eventually life siphons for 8, because I've got up to 8 resources with these 2 when they're out. So I mean, I could just leave these, and if he starts throwing out more stuff, then that's okay, because that means it's less likely he will use an extinction, or he doesn't have one yet. So let's see what he does. But I mean, if that's his only dude, and he starts, he might start using murders here. But it's more than likely that he wants me. He's waiting for me to do more, really. Okay, so he's bringing in a blocker, so that will stop one of my dudes. But I will get aggressive here. I mean, he's most likely going to attack. Yep, there we go. And then I'll just attack back. He will then block this one, and I'll only do 1 damage. So that's, I mean, I could see if I murder this, then he's just going to be like, well, I can just do an extinction now, because I might as well. I mean, he's probably not going to have many troops in his deck. I mean, actually, I probably should just murder the seagull, honestly. But at least I'm stopping the damage, but yeah, I probably should just murder that. He would have got 3 in, I would have got 4 in. But oh well, doesn't really matter. I think I'm in a much better position with the fact that I've used a Spirit Dance, got more resources, got a life siphon. But yeah, if I wanted to get more damage in, that would have been probably the better target to kill. But yeah, he definitely does have extinction in the deck. So I don't think, even if I get a troop here, so it's a wild growth, so that's okay. So I could even use it now just to get in more damage, which I might do. Because yeah, he will block this one, and then I can get in for 4 damage. Because yeah, I don't think I'm going to be needing many combat tricks, since his deck won't be centered around troops. It'll be mostly actions and what have you. So yeah, I might as well just use it. Let me think. So yeah, obviously going to block 1. That's the obvious choice to block. So you'll see him block that now. Then I'll wild growth this. So just waiting for him to, there we go, and then we'll just gets us into a little bit more damage. I mean, yeah, it's only an extra 3, but it's a start. We got to start somewhere. So there we go, first blood. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm not gonna really. It depends on what else he's got in the deck, like what he starts doing. Because I mean, if obviously he's going to have to start doing stuff with, escalation cards. Maybe he could be doing, who knows? But yeah, I mean that is normally what you do, Missa. It's because based on what I've seen of his deck so far, I don't believe he has many troops, and he's going to have stuff like extinction and what have you. So I might as well just get the damage in now, because yeah, I don't think his deck has that many troops. Like so far, it's been like, a seagull, that spider that we saw that goes back into his hand, the Inquisitor, this guy. So it's not. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's got extinction, and he will be okay. So I mean, I will play this out here just to force, because I need to force him to use extinction, and at least I'll be able to get a bit more damage here. So I can play the Wild Root Dancer, play the resource, and buff, for example. Let me think of how this will. So that's got the most damage at the moment. So if I buff, I mean, I might as well just buff that one because it will become a 2/4, so it doesn't really matter which one he blocks still. It is still going to be 3 damage I get through, so that's good. So accept. And yeah, by buffing this one, I mean, if he is relying on things like murder and stuff, which I really doubt, I'm pretty sure he's going to do an extinction next turn, because now would be the prime time to do it. Surely for the fact that I've got a the Wild Root Dancer now, so it's this is now very threatening, especially these two comboing together. So I will start getting in more damage. So expect an extinction next turn, and I mean I had to do it. I couldn't just keep hitting in for 1 damage, for example. I needed to I need to force out the extinction, and then he's then going to obviously play some dudes, and then I have only 1 card in hand. It's not a troop, so I just need to hope I get more troops, which that's fine. The fact that I did a Spirit Dance, if I hit like a Pact of Pain, that would be great. I can draw more troops, or even another Necessary Sacrifice at this point would be good. So yeah, let's see what happens. So we got another 3 damage, so that's 5. So I can, if I hit another resource, I can get 9 damage in, or I can get 8 with this. So looking pretty good. Yeah, I mean that's all I need to do exactly. So if he doesn't have the extinction yet, I can get in a lot more damage next turn than just finish him off with the Life Siphon. So I can possibly win, but yeah, I mean I'm pretty sure. I mean obviously we don't know. I mean you should have done it by now if he does have it, because it is the correct move. To just, if he's got an extinction in hand, I mean, just use it, because otherwise he's in a lot of trouble. So I'm still expecting it, and he's doing a Mimic instead, so he doesn't have it. He does not have. Okay, he is getting rid of my Life Siphon though, so that's annoying. But that does tell me that, I mean, unlikely that he's got the extinction there. So annoying that I am going to lose this, because I could have done a fairly high damage. But anyway. That's just what happens. I could have, I had that resource. The reason I played it was because I got this dude, so. But we're still in a better position, because, now he's just going to chump block. So maybe he just wanted to delay a turn, because he can block both of these. He can't block, well, he'll block that, block one of these, so. So he's maybe just wanting to hold back. So maybe he doesn't have it yet, or he just wanted to delay, and he's accepting some more damage, I guess. I mean. I would say though he doesn't have it yet. He's waiting for it. Like he really needs. Because if I had it there, I would have just done it, and then he could bring out more troops if he's got them. So we can make him discard here. So that's good. Another discard. Thing is though, do I want to? I'll attack first. See what he does. I mean he can't even react though, so that's the problem. So we'll just attack in with all. He's got no resources, so he's going to take some damage. I don't know if I want to play this yet, just because. Because yeah, I mean if he does hit that extinction, or he just wanted to delay and then extinct, which I don't agree with, because he's the guy who mimicked. Anyway, so let's see what he does. So yeah, 3. So he's doing that block, what I said, block this, the 4 damage with the Seagull. So he's down to 10. He's down to 1 dude. So now it's just a matter of. I think I will hold it back, because I mean I still got threats on board here, and he can now only block 1. So just in case he does have an extinction and he does use it, because this would be another perfect time to use it. He's only just going to lose that. I'll lose everything. So hold it back. So yeah, I mean if he's got another Mimic and he uses that again, that'll be annoying, because there goes this guy I just saved, and that is quite that's possible as well. But yeah. I mean, I probably should have just done it, because it is unlikely that he does have the extinction, because he didn't use it previously. So, but yeah, I mean, he might not have another Mimic either, so, I mean, he's got plenty of cards in hand, so he's got a lot of options there. So it's just a matter of what is he doing. He's saving them for my turn, so if he does wait till it's my turn, then he won't be able to extinct, so I will There's a murder, so that's okay. The fact that, yeah, so he definitely doesn't have an extinction because he would have done it here. You know, you don't just murder a single target, and so he's in trouble, and he's like just using out his options because he knows he needs to at this point. Alright, so let's see what I draw. So that's a resource that's kind of annoying. I'll just leave it in hand. I will play this guy now because we know he doesn't have an extinction. I mean, if he draws one, well, that's lucky for him. We'll get rid of probably I mean, he probably would have played resources, honestly, but he could be holding one. So he gets rid of another Inquisitor here, and that's fine. I mean, he could have more murders and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, he's obviously in a lot of trouble. I mean, if I get hit a card draw like Pact of Pain or Necessary Sacrifice, honestly, I'm going to be laughing. Especially even if he does do if he gets his extinction and uses it at this point. I'm still going to be in a very good position because obviously, you know, I'm getting him low. It's another 3 damage he's going to be taking. Then, so if he doesn't, yeah, I mean, he has to extinct. He's going to be in trouble. He'll start taking. So he'll be on 1 health after next turn. You could obviously do another murder, but yeah, I mean, if he hits his extinction, I'll still be fine because yeah, still full health. Sure, I've only got the 1 card, but that's not a problem. But yeah, I'm sure if he does draw it here, if he draws an extinction, he'll play it straight away. I mean, there's just no question about it. It kills spell shield dudes as well. So he got a okay. So there we go. He was holding back a resource because and he did draw the extinction. Okay, so maybe he was just sorry. I didn't even look at his threshold. That's something I should have looked at. Yeah, he needed the 2nd threshold because extinction requires 2. So I didn't even look at the threshold. I just was looking at the resources. So yeah, he's probably been holding this for a while, and yeah, so there we go, he's done it, everything's dead, that's fine, not a big deal. He's down to 3 cards, I've only got none basically, but if I draw a Necessary Sacrifice or a Pact of Pain, that would be great. If I draw a troop, it'll be a big troop, so that's fine. So pretty much anything at this point, well, anything besides a resource would be good. Or even just another Life Siphon. I've got another one in the deck, so if I draw a Life Siphon, then I win. So yeah, since we got him down to 7, we got plenty of damage with one of those. Just hopefully not a resource. I mean, even if I do get a resource, I'm not going to be in trouble yet. But yeah, I mean, let's find out. So we hit a murder, so again, don't need I'll keep both of those in hand just to keep him a bit more worried. You know, you don't want to play the resource and then possibly murder something, and then he knows you've got nothing. And I don't need, you know, I'm at 8. That's plenty for pretty much everything. And the fact that I did a spirit dance earlier means my troops are all very cheap now. Like my 6 cost dudes are down to 4, and so on. So yeah, pretty much should be able to play anything at this point. So yeah, I mean, I could murder this right now if I want. Let me think. I might as well, honestly, because of the fact that I sort of know what sort of troops he has. He might have more seagulls though. And this would be... I'll wait for now. I mean, I've got plenty of resources, so let's just see what we draw. It is unblockable, but I can afford to take damage. So let's just see what he brings out next turn. I don't mind taking damage, so that's fine. And there we go, I got a free cost dude. So again, you know, that's why I'm saying I didn't need to, you know, to use the resource, you know, just because it was his turn. You know, I can wait till his next turn now. So I can bring out this dude, and that's now a threat to him because, you know, 3 damage, flight with spell shield. So he can't just murder. So I can just not bring out any more dudes now, and just kill him down in, you know, so many turns, 3 turns. So yeah, let's see what he does next turn. Because I mean, he can't murder it. He'll have to extinct. So I've basically got the game in the bag here, unless he can't target it. So he needs to have a flyer or an extinction, basically, or yeah, that's about it, honestly. I mean, I've got the game in the bag. I will just murder this now. Might as well. He can't murder mine. Might as well just not take the damage, you know. And then see, you know, he will probably bring out something here that will be better to murder. But really, I'm not really worried. because I mean, based on his deck so far, the only flyer he had was a flock of seagulls. So I mean, I could have taken the 3 damage there, see what he does with his 6 resources, and then murdered. Which normally that would probably be the better choice, but honestly, at this point, I think I've got the game in the bag. So let's see what he does. Alright, so he did get a flyer, so good on him. See, that would have been the better choice to kill, because now I can't attack in. So let's see what I draw though. I mean, I'm still sitting in the much better position. A Life Siphon again will just kill him. Howling Brave doesn't really help me, but I mean, by having both of these out now, he can't really attack. You know, he needs to stay back and block. If I wanted to, I could just attack with both and I'll lose one, but you know, which is not what I'm going to do. But yeah, I'll leave those both out, and that way, you know, obviously he can't attack because I'll just attack him, and he can't afford to do that. So yeah, let's see what he does. But he's not going to want to use an extinction, for example, just on these 2 guys. I mean, that's not optimal. So it looks like he is okay. So drawing his card. it's -1. But yeah, very nice Spirit Dance with this. You know, you have a few, like this guy normally costs 2, and he's like a 1 or 1/2. But the fact that you get that Flight and Spell Shield when you meet that requirement makes it so strong and combos so well with Wild Root Dances, with Spirit Dance. So he is that's very strange. So he's going to an attack and then he's going to extinct. Or he's trying to trick me here. I mean, from what, based on the fact that he's attacking here and I can block it, but also if he doesn't extinct, I attack in for 6. So I will take the damage, the obvious, because it looks like that's what's going to happen, I am probably going to lose these anyway. But just in case he's just trying to trick me, like he's bluffing, I won't block, I'll take the 4 because it's, it doesn't really matter at this point. So if he is bluffing that he's going to extinct after this 4 damage, then yeah, I'll just I'll be able to attack in for 6. So there it is. So he wasn't bluffing, but I could afford to just let him do it. It's 4 damage. I've got life gain in the deck, so I've got so he's bringing out another dude. So he's down to 2 cards. This one's not going to be too threatening just yet. He's not going to really be able to race me. I'm going to get options at some point. I've got plenty of ways in the deck to kill this, and just yeah. Okay, so that didn't help. I'll play out the resource here. I can bring in the hopper. Might as well. I mean, it's not going to obviously be able to block a flyer. But yeah, so that's fine. He's going to get in 2 damage. Whoop-de-doo. So yeah, I mean, sorry, yawn. Yeah, I mean, it's still looking, very good for me. I mean, if I just keep drawing resources for, say, the next 2-3 turns, then this is going to start looking bleak. But at the moment, I'll still be 14 health. And, I've been hitting a bunch of resources, so, I mean, there's only 21 of them in the deck. Then you've got the ramp cards and stuff. So, I mean, it is still possible that I hit things like Chlorophylla and just useless stuff that won't help me. But I can hold out for a while here. I mean, I'm now down to 14. Next turn I'll be down to 11. So yeah, and then I'll be slowly going. So I should have enough time to get some answers here. Okay, so that. Now I'll be taking 6 next turn. So that's annoying. If I just hit resources here, I am dead. So let's see how unlucky I can be. Oh wow. So basically, if I don't hit. Oh, this is really bad now. The heart of the cards are failing me. And I can't even use this to chump block. So yeah, that's annoying. That's very annoying. I mean, luckily I still, if that's all he has, it's going to be 6. So, then that will go up. So yeah, it's actually pretty much 2 turns. So if I don't hit, I mean, I can't even block that, so I need to hit a flyer, honestly, or a murder, or a life siphon. I mean, there's many things I could hit that would help now. A squirrel would be nice as well. I've got tons of options in the deck that will save me at this point. But yeah, now that he's and this is just going to keep growing. I need to hit it basically now. If I don't, he will be doing. So I will, unless he's got something that. But yeah, he will be able to do 7 damage. So I have got 2 more turns in me, unless he does something sneaky. So he's played a resource there. He's still got 2 cards. What's he gonna do? I mean, he could even have life stuff in his deck, and then he just I mean, I could die next turn. So I really need to get a Squirrel Titan, a Murder, a Life Siphon. There's many things that could help me here. Like a Necessary Sacrifice even would be really good. That would get me some card draw and still have 6 resources. So I got a Flyer. So that's, and I will make him discount. So it's not horrible. I would have preferred. We'll be able to trade off with that, so it's okay, but I would have preferred something a lot better. But because he could just have a Murder, and then I am pretty much going to be in a lot of trouble still. So let's see what he discards. I mean, hopefully he was down. If he's sitting on 2 good cards, like if he discards a Murder, then he's got a Life Siphon and GG. He discards the Extinction, so he probably still has a Murder. He realized he just needs to get rid of this, and he's won the game almost. So I am expecting to. I mean, if he has another, like a Murder as well now, geez, the cards he's had, the draws, I got way too many resources, which is unfortunate. So let's see what happens. Basically, see if he is if he's just going to murder this. See if he attacks and murders. So he's drawing his card. Let's see what he does. Damn you, resource! Damn you! But yeah, I mean, obviously, if I draw if I can trade off with this, that's great. Because then it's only going to be 3 damage coming in. But yeah, still, he is. Here we go. So will he not? Okay, so he is attacking with both. So maybe he's just going to murder here. So if that happens, then I'm just down to 1 health, and that's very bad. Or he could just Life Siphon me after the 3 damage, and I'm dead anyway. So that is quite possible. So possibly a GG here. I could be dead. Luckily not, but I do need to get a draw here. Heart of the cards. At least I can jump. I can jump block that, so it's okay. Come on, don't give me a resource. Don't give me a resource. Don't give me a resource. Okay, that's okay. So, alrighty, I can draw some cards here. I can draw some cards. This is good. Unfortunately, yeah. I mean, I can only do so many. I'm gonna pay life. Oh no. I basically have to draw a Murder, or I mean, I have to draw. No, I'm basically, by the fact that I drew this and I don't, have the life to use it much, and so I can obviously I have to do it once more, but I think the only thing at this point will save me is a Squirrel. Oh my god! I'm typing on this. It's this literally the only card that would have saved me. A Life Siphon would have not saved me. It would have been 2. I would have only been 4. Because this Squirrel is now 4 cost. I can still play him. I can take out this unblockable threat. Chump block this. Oh, actually, not even chump block. I can just block with the Squirrel. Sorry. That is amazing. I cannot believe that draw. I got what I needed. That is amazing. Obviously I have to kill that one because it's unblockable. But that there has just saved me. I mean, if he has a Life Siphon or just something to do 1 damage, I'm still dead. But yeah, honestly, that was such a good draw. I mean, to get that while still having the resource, having been played, and just having 4, I mean, that was really great. I mean, I could still be in this, I could still be dead, but I'm still very happy with that draw. That was amazing. So yeah. He can't attack now, so let's hope he doesn't have a Life Siphon or just something like that. Or I mean, if he has, if he gets like another, like if he has a Murder in hand and draws another one, or if he has an Extinction. Well, I mean, if he has an Extinction, he'll lose his guy. But So 2 murders will win him the game. There's a bunch of stuff that will win him the game, but he's, the likelihood of him having what he needs here, like a life siphon, he probably would have done it before if he had it. So I'm on the edge of my seat here. Also on the verge of death. But and I can't use this anymore, so I can't even draw cards. So I need to hit like a necessary sacrifice. That would be excellent. So I can sacrifice this little dude. Okay, so I get a flyer. I could really be, playing out my cards again, and then, I will attack in. I have to. We'll put him on. He'll either block, which is good. I'll get rid of his troop, and I'll be able to breathe a bit. So he'll either block. He'll take the 6, which is not recommended unless he has answers. So let's see what he does. Let's see what he does here. He should block. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't. We may even just murder this right now. He can't target this, so that's why I'm, not really. I've always got this guy to chump block. He can't really take out both. There's really no way. So he's letting the damage go through. So we're both on 1. If he hits a life siphon here, if he draws a life siphon, or if he's just been holding onto one just to taunt me or something. He might not have it in the deck though, who knows. He may have something tricky planned. Oh, you know what he could have? Actually, if he had this, if he has Storm Call or whatever it's called, the one to exhaust target troops, I would have been dead anyway. So if he draws that, or if he had it already, so we just have to hope that he doesn't get an answer, because he needs an answer here, otherwise I win. So yeah. So he either needs a flyer. He needs a flyer basically. This is amazing. This is amazing. And yeah, there is a patch coming through tomorrow to fix a lot of stuff. But yeah, if he just drew that, that means we've both, I'm sitting on 1 health, needed a squirrel, got a squirrel, that saved me, and then he's like sitting there, needs a flyer, gets a flyer. If that's what happened, that's just amazing. We're both, sitting on no. Obviously you can't attack, as I was saying before. But yeah, now he stopped my air, and you can block. If I attack in with all, these two, he will have to block, both of these, so at least it gets rid of his dudes. No action since he got the Archmage. So let's see what I draw. I could just win right here, and I got a Wild Growth. So that actually does win me the game, funnily enough. The Battle Hopper here will win the game, unless he does some sort of tricky stuff with his last card in hand. But yeah, this little dude is about to win the game for us. We'll hold this back since I don't need to use it. So yeah, let's do it. We're now just attacking with all 3, and he goes, what? What's happening here? And there's nothing he can do. There's literally nothing. He will block these 2. He's probably wondering, why is this attacking as well? I can just, Anyway, so he has to block. So we'll wait for him to block first, and then we just Wild Growth the Hopper, because he should block these like that. And then we Wild Growth the Hopper, and the Hopper wins the game for us. Maybe he's just gonna. He should be blocking here. I'm just waiting for him to do it. Declare defense. You don't want to just go, I give up. So there we go. He has done it, and then Hopper for the win. So what an amazing game! What an amazing game. He could still have something here, like a Time Ripple, but he did see as he has no actions. So Hopper for the win. So boom! Oh, what an amazing game. So he's now trying to. I want my win, so he's curious. I mean, he probably already knows that it will kill me. I know that it does, so I'm telling him that it will. I know it does. I've done it before. I can't even do it anyway. So I mean, I couldn't have tested it even if I. I mean, I've done it. I'm pretty sure I've done it before when I was like 2 health. I may have been, I think I might have done it before when I was 1 and I killed myself. Um, yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's still, it's still in the, it just takes off the 2, and if you kill yourself, you kill yourself. I mean, anyway, so that was an amazing game. What a game of top decks there. Like, that was like so like such a big top deck because all like the only thing that could have saved me. Forgetting how to spell squirrel now at the moment. That looks good enough. So yeah, what a start to the day. That was the first game for the day. Now being back in the alpha, login working. Whew, hectic stuff. Edge of the seat action. So